So today we're going over the difference between Peeker's Advantage and Positional Advantage in Valorant. These are concepts that any skill level will understand, and they're a factor in pretty much every gunfight you're going to take, so it's useful stuff to know. Real quick, before I go any further, I just want to shout out Harris Heller. He's the dude who made the music in the background. He makes free music for streamers and YouTubers like me, so I just wanted to give him a shout out. If you want to use his stuff, I have a link in the description below. Okay, so first let's start with Peeker's Advantage. What is it? Simply put, whenever you're playing on an online first-person shooter, when you go around a corner and run into another player, the person peeking sees them slightly before the person waiting around the corner. This is due to the online nature of the game. On a very good connection, you'll have a ping between 10 and 25 milliseconds. That is how long it is taking the game server to receive data from your machine, which means that anyone connected to that server sees your movements 10 to 25 milliseconds later than they're happening in real time. Add in the ping of the person waiting around the corner and you have the makings of what is Peeker's Advantage. So you might be thinking, all right, cool. So I should just always be aggressive and run around every corner and I should win every gunfight. Thanks for the advice. Let me just turn off the video. But you'd be wrong. For one, remember that this is a test with two PCs on the exact same network. When you're playing online, pay attention to your ping to the server because your latencies are going to vary. When your latency is higher, your Peeker's Advantage gets evened out in a way by the delay to the server. Someone with better ping than you is mitigating your Peeker's Advantage. Just keep that in mind. Secondly, and more importantly, is where the second type of advantage comes into play. Positional advantage. So what is positional advantage? Simply put, a positional advantage is gained the further away you are from an angle, and if the positional advantage is lost, the closer you get to an angle. What this means is that the closer you are to a wall, the less of a viewing angle you have on what is on the other side. Now that I'm right up against the box and Sage is a step back, she sees me first. Just look how far out I have to go before I can actually see Sage. Once you understand this concept, the next step is applying this knowledge and using it to your advantage in game. In this first example, the enemy has Peeker's Advantage, but he has a positional disadvantage, allowing me to win the fight. Let's watch. If you notice, when the Omen comes around this corner to peek, he is as close to the wall as he can be. This means that as he's rounding the corner, I see him before he even knows that I'm there. I was out in the open and I was not in good position, but the Omen gave the advantage back to me by being in even worse position himself.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, and then I shit on this raise, lol.
Wow, so embarrassing.
When defending, you're forcing the enemy to peek out. Knowing what you know now about Peeker's Advantage, the worst thing you can be doing is standing still very close to a wall. This is because you will be the last person to find out if there is an enemy on the other side. To mitigate this advantage, try to find positions where you can hide in the corner but back up and peek out once in a while so that you have as much information as possible while still remaining safe. By peeking every so often yourself, you're taking the Peeker's Advantage back from the enemy and not just allowing them to find you. I'm going to play this forward so you have an example of what I'm talking about right here. We have a 2v2 situation with the bomb planted. The Sage dies and leaves the Breach in a 1v1. The Breach knows where the enemy is, and instead of waiting in the corner where he was, which might have felt safe, he actually peeks the corner and takes them out and wins the round, giving himself both Peekers and positional advantage while doing it. And that's all I've got for you today. I wanted to keep this quick and concise while still giving you the technical and applied knowledge you need to use this information to help you improve right away. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you want to see more or you just want to support the channel because you're a total Chad, like, comment, and subscribe down below. I'll see you all for the next one. Peace.